I've been a high achiever for various reasons my whole life, and a
Mhm.
lot of us are just out there blazing the trails, but getting knocked down by society or by old programs within that says we're not good enough, and overcompensating, overdoing by overachieving and staying busy and succeeding and collecting certifications, degrees, experiences. And high achieving women are my favorite because they're me, and I know that role so well.
And I'm so honored to have my guest, Denise Morrison. How are you?
Great, thank you. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Thank you for being my guest. Denise Morrison is NLP master practitioner. She incorporates all her intuitive, unique skills to provide a bespoke
Mm.
coaching experience for her clients. Denise offers her holistic services for high achieving women. She helped them go from being exhausted, unmotivated, and unworthy to energized, empowered, and have zero guilt
Mhm.
in putting their own needs first while serving others. We're going to have some fun conversation relate to your storyline, your journey, and also your unique hologenetic profile or human design charts.
Mm.
Every time I connect with a guest like yourself, I feel like I'm talking to a goddess or god. They have so much gift.
Oh,
The more we share our knowledge, our gifts, the more prosperity we bring to the world.
love that.
I'm so intrigued by your experience because you travel different continents.
Well, may sound bizarre. Well, I'm going to say it. I was running away from home. Along my journey, I realized that I've been running away from my parents since I was about 10 months old because that's when I started to walk. I had the wonderful opportunity to receive a Fulbright scholarship to study in New Zealand, and that's what me the furthest away from New Jersey. I always wanted to travel more and get out and like see and experience life instead of staying in the house and stuck on the couch. With each journey, I met new people with new ideas that were drawing me out of me so that I would take another step and another step. And then I lived in Australia, and I, traveled to the UK, and I traveled to Canada and just moved around the United States a bit too. And I guess I'm a big seeker. I like to say seeker instead of running away.
It's just the urge to seek out the opportunity to experience. I'm the same way. I get away from Taiwan like 30 some years ago. I haven't traveled a lot in the United States yet, but I can see potentially I will be moving places. Everybody has the same urge to look who we are, what we can do, what's the purpose in life, right? It's all this big question mark in our mind.
That's right.
You are actually the NLP. I know that's a scientific, but you talk about energy, the words and frequency and vibration.
Right.
So what did you get from becoming an NLP practitioner?
Whoa, I got a whole new identity, I feel like, because I had left the United States and lived in Australia. The time when I was looking for medical care in Australia, I had a naturopathic doctor, and she introduced me to an NLP coach. And as soon as I had a session with her, I thought, this is so fascinating. And it's like, it's as if it was for me. Like they were speaking to all the answers inside of me that I had questions about. And so, but NLP, the neuro-linguistic programming coach that I learned from Tad James, who has since passed on, but he was unbelievably amazing. Like just how he showed us how to use our language, our energy, our thoughts, our patterns, our body language, everything. I mean, we got to dive into the ins and outs of our entire being and just empowering ourselves by letting negative emotions go, letting limiting beliefs go, old habits, old identities. I mean, I switched friend groups. I opened up a business. I felt like I learned just the secret code for how to interact with people. Anyway, it was so fun. I'm beaming because it was one of the greatest experiences in my life.
What I understand, yes, we all define as a human, but then everybody's different. We all have different vibrations. And also that vibration is not sometimes we consciously choose. It's part of the programming, imprinting,
Yes.
but it's also probably of this environmental trigger, like the food you eat, did you have good sleep,
Right.
all the lifestyle. Yeah. There's going to be some kind of programming system into our genetics. And sometimes if we don't speak out, we have this thought in our mind, right? This is like programming.
Oh, yes.
Because that's still the energy, it's the impulse and the vibration, some sort. And if we have strong attachment to certain thought, and we trigger emotion. And we all know that emotions sometimes is our friend, but sometimes
Right.
it's trap us to a somewhere we don't want to go. We use the tool like you learn the NLP, then we all can tune into like and observe ourselves.
Yeah.
So I think it's such the art. Like you are master practitioner, so definitely you're a master about that through your own journeys and all the life experience. You choose to help high achieving women. And would you like to share some why you're passionate about serving them?
Because that is me. So I've been a high achiever for various reasons my whole life. And a lot of us are just out there blazing the trails, but getting knocked down by society or by old programs within that says we're not good enough, and overcompensating, overdoing by overachieving and staying busy and succeeding and collecting certifications, degrees, experiences. And high achieving women are my favorite because they're me, and I know that role so well. I understand where they're coming from. And most times, I mean, if they're not for me, I know who I can refer them to. But yeah, just because we work so hard, and we don't have to work so hard if we're not working for the wrong reasons. Like I had, back to the programming, I learned from an early age, like trauma and abuse. So I abused and traumatized myself with my language and my behavior while feeding and becoming this crazy overachiever. So yeah, we just share so many stories, and it's the beautiful thing when I can help them change the way I was helped to change back when I lived in Australia and I learned NLP. Like, wow, what a freeing experience it was to just let go of so many years of crap.
That is so true. It's not only just the highly achieving part. It's more like we submerge in this society, constantly stressful. You just want us to push into the next level, which is great. We can achieve more by those pressure.
Yeah.
But we do need a break. And sometimes we also need to align our design. That's how I get into the human design system. I would like to share your profile to see whether that resonates with you. Maybe give you some tips and insight so you can know yourself much better in the different level.
Oh, yes, please.
I'm the true or pure generator. And Denise, you are the manifesting generator. Between the two, we all have this defined sacral center that's like our engine. We always have energy to move around places. But for manifesting generator, they usually has the power to connect with the throat much stronger. That means you can express. Once express, you can attract. And they usually come in much faster.
Okay.
The other three types depends on 70% of generator to provide them sustainable energy. And so if the energy we provide is not clean, if we're frustrated, that is a non-self. Frustration is our signature. So if we are doing that on other being, projector, reflector, the manifestor, they're going to get all the energy into their experience. So we are actually very crucial. We provide the energy, but we also need to provide clean or calm energy, not the agitated and frustrated.
Right.
Your profile is 6'2". So I talk about 6 like I'm the 1'4". So the 1 is like creator. So we are on the ground, we are foundation people. And 2 is like hermit. That means you need some reflective time.
Okay.
You prefer after busyness or teaching, there's a space for you. So the 6 is the teacher. Think about the house. You're on the rooftop. You can see all the busyness and craziness. So you become more insightful for you to become a teacher.
Okay.
And you are 6 and 2, which means you might need to, go down to this first floor. 1 to 3 is kind of first floor, and 4 to 6 is on the second floor. Then you need time to contemplate and observe, and then you can feel more grounded.
Beautiful.
You went through a lot of different places, experience ideas, and also your stress experience for your own life journey will definitely teach you, and you know yourself, you can handle it. Even it's like huge stress, like other people just say, how did you do that? So, because you live with it so long. You can really do that.
Oh, this is so amazing. I love this. Fascinating.
It's just the reference because body mechanics is really the human design chart give that to us. So we can know our body, how energy flow and how to respond to certain situation.
Yeah.
But it didn't really say that's you or that's you have to feel that. It's really just the reference.
Yay. That makes me feel better. That's great. So many times with all this, the way I've been, I'm like, I would still beat myself up thinking I was strange. But thank you for saying that, because I have had to handle so many different scenarios in life, even at such a young age that, until recently when big things changed in my life, I'm like, I kind of got this, like here I am managing it again. So that's my jam.
I mean, in a way, we have this particular profile. It's really we sign up to experience it so we can share our gifts.
Yes.
Right. If we're not being put into the pressure cooker, how come the charcoal can become a diamond? That's why you are putting a very, very strong pressure from the root to the top, like this constantly give you this pressure. Then you start to discover your gift.
Yes, for sure.
You have no way to get away from it. So you just live through it, right?
Yep, definitely. This is so fascinating. Wow.
The other signature you have, even you have a very open head and edge up, totally almost like clean, but you do have doubt gate and confusion gate. So in that, doubt and confusion will work with your pressure. So that's the seeking part, definitely. That is a signature for seeker.
Gotcha.
Because you don't have your own opinions. You constantly have doubts and confusion, and also download from others. That will push you to the places you need to go.
Oh, for sure. That's for sure. I wish I knew you when I was 12 years old.
Well, I didn't know that until, I think, oh gosh, I'm 50 something. I finally learned about myself.
Right.
But, it's never too late. It's kind of, because if you trust the whole process, everything before we know the tool is really, we need to be there.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have a wasting energy. We just made the decision. So it's no path is wrong or too soon or too late. It's just perfect because that's how I trust now. I say, all right, so I'm here, I'm there. Just show me the sign of what I'm going to do. I have no idea. So then you feel more grounded and not really judging self. It's that's their path. My path is stay home for 30 years. That's fine. I can do it. No problem.
Yeah.
But of course, in the beginning, I was like, why I'm still here? All this negativity and the resentment and anger, frustrations. So I'm totally guilty to send those unclean energy to the field. So now I'm just like, all right, I'm responsible. So I have to clean myself out. I have to be grounded. And I don't need a reason for everything I experience, but then I just have trust. I would like to share your Pearl sequence.
Sure.
Okay. The Pearl sequence is more like once you align with your health and your purpose and learn the skill you need to do, get rid of those junky cleanup. Think about the pearl need to be a pearl, need a little more polish, right? and hate it, I don't want it, let it out, but it's never able to take it out. The only way you can do just be peace with it and make it part of you, become bigger than the problem itself, right? So that's the pro sequence. Oh, you are like 50% now win. So for that, give me the insight. You are the business owner. Yes, you already, that's devotion need to do. But as 50% win, you are just everywhere. Feel like a win. No one can stop win. Because win in a way is the air.
Yeah.
So percent air or wind, that means you have the ability to go places. You can penetrate people's mind. You can just throw in wherever you want to go and also bring the information. The ancient time when the wind coming, they start to hide because that is information. That's kind of warning.
Right.
But it can also be a sunny day with a breeze.
Yes.
So you feel good, right? So it's really not good or bad. It's just information. The first sphere is called vocation. So vocation, you're number 42. I talk about 64 different numbers. They are all the archetype. But for this, the key in the vocation is your role for your business.
Okay.
So you're 42, you always give. You're here, build your business in the service, then you are a giver. And also your lines, 3 for this key. 3 is really transformative. They are moving around. They are playing with all different strategies. So for you, you are the strategist. You combine all the information, but you share to benefit others. That's your role for your business.
Yeah. Yes, for sure. I feel seen and heard.
Then the key for the culture for your business is 28. And the line side, 28, that is like a big leap. So when you start to declare you want to be a strategist to help benefit others, you need to have some leap. You can passing through some doubts, whatever the limitation, codependency or confidence, whatever you avoid them when you're young, but when you start to build your business, you will have that jump. So you jump into this culture key, your line is number 5. So on the 1 to 6, the culture keys also indicate different structure for your business.
Okay.
And your number 5 is, so you're going to build a society across different continents. That is a society. And the number 1 is the individual. Number 2 is the partnership. Number 3 is the units, like family unit, that kind of business structure. Then 4 is the network. 5, society, like a global war view of the culture. Then 6 is system. So system people, they build a system, but they are not running it. But the society, you are the leader. You are still fixing, you provide solutions. So that is your culture. And your personal branding, that actually is the same sphere as the activation sequence as a life work. But at this time, you already work through it. You are speaking up, becoming a business owner. That becomes your personal branding. So your personal branding sphere is 20. And line 6. Talk about 6 is teacher.
Okay.
For life work, that's the same thing, the same sphere, right? But the 20 from the low vibration, which is the superficiality. So you only see something on the surface. So you will shift to the self-assurance because you're a teacher. You can provide the great tool for them to really start to grow themselves. And the highest expression we can have as a human being is really just like a pure light. But of course, still have the physical body that become like a mist. How can I be invisible? But it's just archetype. We don't get the literary thinking.
Right.
But for your highest expression, your presence. That means you're the teacher. You just standing there, and your energy, your presence, your intuitive, your care, it just radiates out. That is really the final brand people talk about. Denise Morrison, She's great to be around with. Even she say nothing, I feel great. Right? So that is, I see with the quantum structure, but the middle is the pearl. So with that service and growth and people's recognitions, everything, you have this pearl. You cannot do anything to make it better. You can only do all other things to polish your pearl. So your pearl number is 50 and your line 1. Think about, if you have a family coming to your place, then you want to entertain them. But other than to do a lot of craziness, you just kind of hold a space and they bring their stuff and you share around it. It's so harmony.
Right.
Right. So that your pearl for you are start from this, the term called corruption, but it's not like moral corruption. It's the wrong view about you. You think you need to do this, you need to do that, you have to be perfect. That's actually corrupted view. Right? We don't need to be perfect. We need to be ourselves so other things can really fit in. Right? So you're shifting from the corruption into harmony. Because you finally accept yourself. Yes, I'm not perfect, but I'm perfectly imperfect.
Yeah. Yes.
Right? It's just like, because otherwise it cannot fit. Yeah.
Right.
So that's your pearl. You're bringing the harmony to the words, and the line 1 is simplicity. So you just make the complex system become simplified. It's just my observation through learning Gene Keys, but everybody need to learn this and just to see themselves differently. Because for me, it's really it's like, gosh, that really is the worst enemy to myself. I always doing the opposite way because I don't know myself. So this is a very good tool, at least for me, for the past 3 years. Go deep dive, have space and observe myself, have pauses, then listen to a lot of different insight from other people. They might study that for a little bit, but I'm different than others. So that becomes the best self-discovery tool.
Right.
We are the one to turn on the keys.
Nice.
Nobody can do that for us, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes.
What great power will make you figure that out,
Yeah. It's self-discovery, empowerment, and also acceptance.
Right.
Once you say, I'm who I am, I cannot change that. I can maybe be born a different time, different location, maybe. But why not take the chance to really polish what we have right now?
I'm polishing.
Well, anyway, I really appreciate you coming here to serve with all the pressure you have to deal with and travel to different continents for you to put out the tools, the life experience into your program. So I want to know, how people can find you.
Well, they can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn with this face, Denise Lynn Morrison. My website is deniselynmorrison.com. And my coaching program is called Rewire Your Radiance.
Oh, wow. You are a Radiance key right there.
Isn't that amazing? And I love one-on-one coaching. I work deeply with these women after we get past the superficial stuff. But that's the best way to find me is on social media.
I think that's just your presence. You just be there. People will find you because that's your magic power. You just be in their harmony, maintain the peace. That is the best energy we can send out.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. All right. So I will ask the question I asked all my guests about definition for prosperity.
Whoa. Prosperity feels freeing, feels happy. I have beautiful, freeing experiences. I have enough money and time to do those experiences, and lots of smiling faces is prosperity. Making great connections with amazing people is prosperity. A good night's sleep, a yummy coffee, and definitely lots of travel. Always travel comes out for me. So Yeah,
Mm.
I love making people smile by being me.
Yes, that's beautiful. I definitely fit in with your wing. You just fly into places with all the good messages,
Oh, for sure.
share with others, and your society will be across different continents. That is coming. I could definitely see that. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Mhm. Any parting message to our audience?
Get to know you, number one. You're fascinating. Love and trust yourselves and know that you have so much power and uniqueness within you, for sure. And I'm going to steal something from another person, but never let anybody low your glow. That's Sean
Mm.
Stevenson, and he was an incredible speaker in one of our trainings. But I was like, that's why Rewire Your Radiance came out. Just like, you're here to shine your light and don't let anybody get in your way.
Ah, it's such a beautiful way to think about that.
Yeah.
Have some fun, play around, relax, and take care of your body. Go to sleep
Yes.
when you need to.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so very much, Denise, to be who you are and really radiant out your glow so all the continent can feel your energy, your love and care, and you're bringing the harmony to the world. Wish you the best.
Okay. Thank you so much for this opportunity. This was fantastic.
Thanks. Bye.